Hey everyone, my name is Ford from Norcal Thrills, and today I'm bringing you an update from Six Flags Discovery Kingdom for May 28th, 2022. Today I was at the park to cover an extremely exciting event, the public opening of Sidewinder Safari. After an almost 3-year wait, we finally got our new coaster. I'll take you through the entire ride experience, from the queue to the surrounding areas to the ride itself. Not to get ahead of myself, but it's just the ride that Discovery Kingdom needs. But that wasn't the only thing taking place at the park this month, since we have some exciting news around ride updates, including our new ride being removed, and plenty of miscellaneous updates. Let's get started. Obviously, the biggest news at Discovery Kingdom this month is the opening of Sidewinder Safari. Let's start by quickly talking through the ride experience. Quick note, expect a more detailed review of this ride coming out next month. This ride offers exactly what you might expect from a Wild Mouse type coaster: lateral forces, quick drops, and of course spinning. The ride is a lot of fun and fills a really important role at the park. Six Flags Discovery Kingdom offers both coasters for kids and intense thrill rides, but before this ride, it doesn't really offer much in the way of a middle class of coasters for those in between. Sidewinder Safari occupies this niche perfectly, offering enough thrills to be exciting, while not rising to the level of a Kong or Medusa. And also, since the ride is at the back of the park, the coaster can attract some attention away from the more ride-heavy front of the park. And how is the ride itself? Glass smooth, zippy, and fun is my short answer. Again, stay tuned for a longer review next month. This ride is definitely one worth checking out when you come to the park, as a nice break from the more intense thrill rides that Discovery Kingdom offers. What makes the ride interesting, in my opinion, is the theming. Now, don't get me wrong, you shouldn't expect Disney or Universal, but what we do get is excellent for a regional park. We enter the ride under a sign of a striking snake. This sign is quite frankly one of the cooler ride signs in the entire chain, and far and away the best one at this park. The ride features both a flash pass line as well as a single rider's line, in addition to the normal standby line. As we wait in that line, we see some minor theming elements, but more importantly, there are plenty of snake exhibits. Unfortunately, only a couple of them were full on this visit, with the rest saying coming soon, but when they're all full, it'll be great to get some wildlife as we wait for the ride. My personal favorite bit of theming is the hole in the wall where guests can put their hands. As guests do put their hands in the hole, it puffs air at them. I saw it scare several people in my short time waiting in line. Eventually, we get to the station where we load in our vehicles via a moving station. Even with this added efficiency, this ride was still very popular on its opening day, attracting long lines in the afternoon and gathering more people at the back of the park than I have ever seen in my few years covering Discovery Kingdom. In addition to the ride itself, the park also refreshed the former Odin's Snack Shack into Sidewinder Snacks. The snack stand still serves a similar assortment of snacks, but adds turkey legs to its offerings. Either way, it looks much better than it did before and matches the ride great. As a whole, Six Flags did a great job with this coaster. It fills an important hole in the lineup and looks great while doing it. I enjoyed my ride on it and was glad to see a long line and people enjoying the ride throughout the day. Hopefully, Six Flags can continue this quality through the next few attractions we get, especially considering that space continues to get freed up by removed rides throughout the park. But Sidewinder Safari isn't the only interesting thing happening around Discovery Kingdom when it comes to rides. First, Wonder Woman is currently closed, apparently due to supply chain shortages. A sign that blocks the plaza entrance says that the ride will reopen in July, assuming that the parts can be acquired by then. Second, Whitewater Safari was also down during my visit today. Since it was a cooler day, I'm not sure whether it was a one-day closure since the weather was bad anyways, or a more serious one, since the sign out front was the normal winter refurbishment sign. Something worth keeping an eye on. The biggest ride-related news this month was the removal of the Hammerhead flat ride. While the ride was standing but not operating last month, this month it was completely removed with the queue gone and a Funstruction sign in front. The ride sign still stands, and although it's certainly possible that the ride is just being refurbished, I'd wager that the ride is being completely removed. This continues the trend throughout the park and hopefully is the last flat ride casualty we'll see. There were plenty of smaller updates this month too. At the front of the park, the former Six Below stand has been transformed into Funnel Cake Express to go along with the larger Funnel Cake Corner shop. Medusa had a really interesting digital wait time sign out in front of it. I didn't see it in any other rides in the park, but I have to wonder if it's a test to get deployed more broadly later. I hope to see it at more rides. Finally, with the opening of Sidewinder Safari, the area around the new coaster got a refurbishment. The splash pad at Tava's Jungle Land was working for the first time in a long time. Safari Grill was similarly open for the first time in a while. And Tava's Jungle Land trading post had a fresh new sign out front. And as you'd expect, the path from Sidewinder Safari back to the Tigers and Lions was back open again. Add up all these small changes and you have a much needed refresh for an area of the park that didn't seem to get any love. Good on Six Flags for improving this neglected area. And there you have it, yet another update from Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. And this one was one I was really excited to share with you all. Sidewinder Safari was great. Not only was it a perfect fit for the park's lineup, and not only did it have an interesting queue, but it also brought much needed attention to the back of the park. But this month also brought the removal of Hammerhead, which is something we'll keep our eye on in the future. We'll be back at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom with another update at the end of next month to see how all these stories are shaping up.